Beetlejuice came out in 1988. It is directed by Tim Burton and stars Michael Keaton and Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis. Beetlejuice has some amazing visuals and an intriguing story. It remains an A-plus movie.
Yes.
And remains one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Beetlejuice is the story of Adam and Barbara. They live in a small town, and they own a hardware store. Sorry, we just set up this whole thing.
Yeah, you see this. If you're watching us, we have a graveyard sitting on our desk.
Oh, wait a minute. Welcome to Clubhouse Movies. Welcome. I don't know how we start these.
Welcome to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. He is Marcus Rubalcaba, a communist and film buff. I am Abel Benita, professional photographer and cinematography nerd.
Yeah. And he's also Jose's cousin.
The smarter of the two.
He's 1/3 of the gruesome twosome. But anyway, today we're talking about Beetlejuice. I saw this in theaters a long time ago.
I didn't because I was a year old.
Wow. Time flies when you're not having fun. But anyway, Alec Baldwin's in this movie. And my God.
My brain plays Beetlejuice.
No, he doesn't play Beetlejuice. It's Michael Keaton.
Oh.
Weirdo.
Wrong one.
Yeah. He plays Adam. So the big thing about this movie is it's about the afterlife and like how it actually ends up being a kind of weird bureaucracy. And what happens is, so there are Gina Davis and Adam, what's his name?
Alec Baldwin.
I guess I call him Adam Baldwin because his main character is Alec. Adam.
Alec Baldwin plays Adam.
Yeah, weird. I'm gonna use them interchangeably.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, they own a hardware store, right?
In this small town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And anyway, his aunt, or one of their aunts, is always trying to get them to sell this large house that they own.
Yeah, because they are childless millennials.
Yeah, before the millennials. They were around, they were back. But anyway, so they end up going to
They're actually going on a small vacation where they're going to drive out of town.
Yeah.
And as they are driving out of town, they go through this little bridge tunnel.
Yeah.
Just like in every little small town that is over a creek. And
they try to avoid a dog that's in the thing.
Right in the tunnel. And as they avoid the dog, they
crash through the tunnel.
Just right over the creek.
And then the dog comes back to kill them.
Yes. The dog is a comical seesaw. And he jumps off.
Oh, that's so weird.
Car crash.
ASMR. But anyway, so they fall into the water, but now they're dead, right?
And they don't know they're dead.
Oh my God. They invented M. Night Shyamalan.
What a twist.
Yeah, they don't know that they're dead, but now their house is haunted by them.
And this is the crazy part. They just show up at their house, and they're just like, huh?
And they don't realize, and then the fire was lit, and this creepy book shows up called The Handbook for the Recently Deceased.
Yes.
So they're dead. They apparently don't think they survived the crash because they don't feel anything. Oh, and then the girl's hand catches fire too.
Yes.
So all kinds of weird stuff happens.
And as Gina Davis is Barbara.
Yeah.
We're coming to get you, Barbara.
I'm coming to get you, Barbara. Yes. So yeah, they don't see themselves in mirrors and they're walking around the house like they're dead. And when they try to leave, they're in the sand world.
Yeah.
So
But they have these huge worms. And if you know anything about these worms.
Sandworms.
They're sandworms.
Sandworms.
You're talking about sandworms. You gotta get rid of sandworms.
I don't like sandworms. This movie's so good. Like, I like watching it.
It's so good.
Yeah. So then they realize they're dead and they don't have reflection. And time moves differently. they're when they leave their house.
Yes.
They're far away. But then someone notices, somehow is able to read people obituaries in the afterlife.
I don't know if we mentioned this, but this was directed by
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. So if you know Tim Burton at all, then you can probably guess what this movie looks like and what the sandworm looks like.
You know what's weird is like photography was so much better before digital.
Yeah, and I'm a photographer.
Yeah, I noticed. You're always like name checking that. It sounds like a bird's underwater. But anyway, yeah, Beetlejuice is in his like house or something, and he's reading the obituary. And apparently, there's sandworm incidents increased 13% from last year. That's weird. Where are they when the sandworms are? Is that just like everywhere else? Yeah. So then the Maitlands died. Somebody's knocking at the door. Is it Beetlejuice? No, not yet.
So now that they're dead, they're trying to find out what the heck is going on with them. And when they do this, they actually go into what looks like the Social Security office for dead people.
Well, first, what happens is that, remember they were saying they were trying to sell the house.
Oh, yes.
They sell the house to the weirdest people.
Played by the mom of
Home Alone.
Oh, I was actually going to say the mom of Home Alone. And the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
And then, maybe I'll cut that stuff out. Yeah, so they sell the house. And then we see Winona Ryder for the first time.
Yeah.
This is where she first came from. And so they go through that handbook for the recently deceased to try and figure out how to get rid of these weirdos in their house.
Which is funny because they are the haunts. And these people are not.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's pretty deep.
So they're trying to find a way to get rid of the humans.
And they can't do it the regular way because the sandworms will eat them.
Yes. And every time they try to exit the sandworms, time advances because time moves differently in the sandworm world.
Yeah, and she's putting the new owners are putting all kinds of weird
Art
because like she's an artist. And then like the
Very
art
loose artist.
the art looks like it might like come to life at some point. And then also Winona Ryder can see the ghosts
Yes.
because she's like weird.
She's weird. Winona Ryder is weird.
ASMR. ASMR.
She's so weird.
So anyway, yeah, so they use the handbook to go into the afterlife. Oh, no, first they see the TV miraculously turns on and it's Beetlejuice. And he's selling his services to get rid of, like, living people from your house.
Yes. He's a demon, by the way.
Is he?
Yes.
Well, how do you know?
Because it says it in the movie. You have to watch the movie a million times like me. He's a demon.
Okay, well, we'll have to pick up on that because I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Because there's all kinds of rumors that he was, like, a businessman who, like, killed himself or something.
I just saw that pop up on the news that I was looking up on purpose.
ASMR.
So now they find this Beetlejuice, and to get him to show up, they have to say his name 3 times.
And draw a door. No, they have to draw
that.
that door and knock on it 3 times.
Oh, I thought that was to get to the undead Social Security line.
Yeah, okay, you're right. But to get to
Okay.
Beetlejuice, you have to say his name 3 times.
Yeah, so they get to Beetlejuice, they do that. But to get help from their Social Security office, they have to draw a door made of chalk and then say something.
No, they just have to knock on it 3 times.
Knock on it 3 times.
It has to go like...
Bad things come in threes.
It's the trend. It's a remember the Conjuring movies? It's a insult of the Trinity.
Yes.
So then the door opens with a big green light.
That was actually perfectly timed.
Yeah, actually not bad. Yeah, so the door opens with a creepy green light, and then they go to the Social Security office, where we mentioned like 300 times already. But like in there's like all kinds of dead people who died.
They're all waiting in line.
They're all waiting in line. They died like in weird ways. Like the dude who comes to see them first is like a big flat guy.
Yeah.
And then he goes.
He's a caseworker.
There's apparently like a bunch. This used to freak me out when I was a kid. It's like
Me too.
there's a bunch of flat guys.
Yes, I know.
So there's like a bunch of people who were ran over.
And here's here's the thing.
They go in like
You
slots.
You don't know that there's a bunch of flat guys, but you make that assumption because there's a slot specifically for flat people. So you have to assume there's a lot of dead flat people.
I think there were, but we'll find out. And also, there's a bunch of people like hung. And then there's like the dude with the tiny head, and the burnt guy, and the woman who was the magician's assistant who's sawed in half.
Yes.
And then you have like the Miss USA, who, if she knew then what she knows now, she wouldn't have had her little accident, which is like severed wrists.
Yeah, there we
Dude,
go.
look at this. It's like glowing on the screen. Look.
Whoa.
That's what happens when they die. Yeah. She was Miss Argentina.
Yes.
She's got the slit wrist.
Oh, there she goes.
And everybody laughs like it's funny.
We're all dead.
Oh, here's the flat guy.
Flat guy.
Yeah, the flat guy.
Man, he didn't just get run over once. He got pulverized.
I know. And like the guy's still talking. They need to make another one of these.
They do.
This was so good.
It'll never live up to the previous one.
I don't know. Terminator 2 did. You just gotta do it right.
You gotta do it right.
Look, there's one flat guy. Oh, a bunch of skeletons. A bunch of skeletons on some dead lady. I don't know.
Gotta say, the practical effects in this movie are fantastic.
Yeah, it's creepy.
They rival the original Star Wars.
See, there he goes. Oh, he filed himself.
Oh no.
I get it now. Because oh man. ASMR. Oh, there's a dude that's hanging. Okay.
So now they're trying to find their actual case manager. And they find her, and it's this lady who smokes while she's dead. And she's straight up has a tracheotomy.
Yeah.
Because she probably slit her throat or something.
They also go to the hallway.
Like an ever expanding hallway that gets smaller. Which, I will say this right now, it may not be a nod, but in Harry Potter, one of the Harry Potter movies, there is this exact scene, except when a witch opens the door, she gets yelled at, but it's the exact same scene.
The exact same scene.
So,
oh my god, it's double to something. Oh, it's so creepy. Yes, and they also introduce life after death, or death for the dead. If you get exercised, you die for reals forever.
Vuvuzela, Vuvuzela. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, anyway, what's going on? Yeah, so they see the caseworker, but they're in their house. They've been waiting for so long. They've renovated it.
Yes. And they do not recognize the house at all.
It looks like Tim Burton lived there.
Exactly. And so when they finally meet Winona Ryder's character, because she can see them.
So the caseworker says, yeah, what you can do to haunt your house, to kick everybody out. And then they say, well, what about that beetle guy? So then she
Don't say his name.
Don't say his name. If you say his name, he'll come. He'll come. And he'll ruin your day.
That was mortifying.
Do you know what mortifying means?
Is it a kind of steak?
No, it's a steakhouse called Morton's.
I'm glad you picked up on that one.
Oh my god, I don't want to use this later. But anyway,
Want to take this home?
okay, well, you can pay for it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, so then Beetlejuice, he has to get out of prison first, apparently.
Yes.
And he lives under their house. And to get out, he has to feed it, or to try and figure out a way out first, he has to feed a fly.
Yes.
And he has a hammer, and he's like, I got something good for you. He does. He's like,
And Michael Keaton kills it.
hey, over here. All right.
Hungry.
Because he talks, the fly talks. He's like, I got something good for you. It's a Hagnut bar. Come on, take it. Okay. Come on, you. He's like, help me.
Here lies Beetlejuice.
It's spelled like the star.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. But anyway, so yeah, so now the guy, owns the house now was inviting his weird hoity-toity friend who lives in the backdrop of New York.
He lives in the city of iRobot.
Yeah, he lives in the someone pull that backdrop over there.
Yeah.
And put it behind that fake window.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so they try to haunt the place, so they put sheets around them.
Yep.
But no one's paying attention to them because they're all like drugged up.
Yep. And then Winona Ryder's character is asked, "You see us?" And she's like, "Yes."
I read the book.
She's like, "Live people ignore the strange and unusual. I myself am strange and unusual."
Oh, poor Winona Ryder. She was so young and hot.
Now she's just
Winona Ryder. She's in Stranger Things. Did you ever see the pizza video?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, where she's like she's accepting an award, and there's a bunch of pizzas flying around her.
What?
ASMR. That was a good one.
ASMR. So now she is talking to both Adam and Barbara about what their plan is to haunt this house.
To get rid of the people.
And all of a sudden, the video advances.
Okay, well first
Now we see.
They actually do call Beetlejuice. So they think like first, since they can't do the sheet thing, they're like, well, let's just call Beetlejuice. And then he does it. He's like, Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice. That was so good. That was a dying orca. That sounded kind of orcish.
Anyway, so they say Beetlejuice, and then they go into the model that this guy's building, the small model of the town, and it says they have to dig Beetlejuice out. Remember, he had to get that fly. Yeah. So they dig him out, and I remember this used to creep me out because it's all cardboard.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know why it creeped me out too.
Yeah. And then
Michael Keaton comes out.
Beetlejuice comes out, and he's like, he just looks really messed up. And then he says he's the ghost with the most, not the demon with the most, the ghost with the most. Oh. But like, he's like, hey, look at us, we've been shopping at the same store. And then he spins his head around, doesn't know what happened. So then he starts like being weird.
Yeah.
And then she says home 3 times, and they end up going home.
Yep.
And then Beetlejuice, he says the F word in a PG movie, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then he grabs his crotch and hugs it.
It's like, oh, be Italian.
Oh, he did! This movie, man, is so good.
And he has this accent. What are you trying to do to me here?
You're trying to run up past
You're
that.
a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
You're working with a professional here.
The thing falls, and he's like,
Kicks over a tree. He's like, Bazinga.
ASMR. So then they figure out a different way to try and kick out everybody. And what they do is, while they're having dinner with their hoity-toity friends,
They play a song that we can't play.
yeah, they play the Deo song, the Banana Man song.
Yeah.
And then they possess everybody. So everybody starts doing this like, oh wait. We got this.
Have you haven't crashed already? Spikes!
That was really scary.
Oh god, I just got Chinese finger trapped.
In the new Saw movie, there was a Chinese finger trap saw trap.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, did you see it?
No. I was just BSing.
Oh, okay. Like a bad date.
Spit.
You saw the movie? No, it's just BSing. Thanks, girl.
And now,
I wonder why no one likes
now
it.
she's like best friends with these dead people.
Well, now they want to exploit the ghosts because like they know that the house is officially haunted. So
Yes.
they're trying to sell it. So they send I don't want to write her out to go talk to them. Be like, hey, let's do a circus act. And they're like, we can't do that. That's weird. That old lady with the throat in her neck's going to fire us. Feed us to the sandworms.
He just said throat in her neck. That's correct.
Throat in her neck. Yeah, you know what I mean? A little hole in her throat and in her neck.
There we go. The tracheotomy survivor. My fingers aren't fat enough.
That's what she said.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is that so good? I need to try that again. Oh my God. Alright, guys, we're going off the rails. I can't even do it.
Powers among. I think he did.
I did one.
But anyway, yeah. So they think, oh, well, we'll just go talk to the dead people ourselves because our friends don't want to talk to them, right? So then they go upstairs, but when they do, they run. They look and they find the model, and then where did they go? Did we miss it? There it is. Yeah. So then Beetlejuice is like, I know how to scare these guys.
And he shows up.
Yeah.
What is it yourself?
Oh, and Otho stole the book. Otho's like this fat dude who hangs around them for some reason.
Yeah.
And he stole the. How come he's able to see? You know, I bet he can see the ghost because he's weird, right?
Yeah, probably. That was a rough one. That was.
ASMR. But anyway, yeah. So they walk downstairs. Then.
Oh, no, I broke one.
You want another one?
No, I'm okay.
So the Beetlejuice finds them and while they're going downstairs, and he turns into the rail to the thing. But he's like a super evil looking Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And he's like, "We've come for your daughter, Chuck." And I'm gonna do it in the. We've come for your daughter, Chuck.
Oh, and he's cackling.
Yeah.
Where you going, fatso?
Oh, he does the thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On at you, pal. Get over here. Yeah. He's a snake.
He's a snake ASMR. Nice.
Snake.
Okay. But anyway, so then she says, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And he's like, oh man. He's like, yeah. He looks like Beavis.
All teeth. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Boop. So for Beetlejuice to go back, he has to be called.
Why is she mad at him? Like they stole her the house.
He's Beetlejuice.
What's that paint? It's so thick.
It's like tartar sauce paint.
It's like someone split it all over the wall. Anyway, yeah. So then Beetlejuice is all mad, and he put a strip club inside. The model.
Yeah, inside the model. And he's like, "Hey, I didn't put that there."
Yeah. So then, anyway, so now they go see the case. It always freaked me out because people like watching.
Yeah.
But you know what I think it is? I think it's people in a dead movie theater watching the movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
So it's like dead people watching the movie while we're watching the movie. It's the only explanation.
Like, I see dead people.
Yeah. But anyway, so the caseworker's all mad because Otho stole the book. And Beetlejuice is out and screwing everything up. And these, what do you call it?
I'm getting caught up with these toys more than I am the movie.
Okay, so these
football players keep calling the freaking neck-hole lady coach.
Yeah,
and she's like, your coach isn't here. He survived.
Yeah, but like...
All right, coach.
Yeah, so they don't know who their coach is. I guess dead people don't really know they're dead, right?
That's true.
Hey, is that Chucky? Like in the back.
Chucky.
There you see, like behind the lady.
Screw that. Chucky sucks.
You see him?
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. So they gotta get the book back. You gotta take care of this, otherwise, like you're fired from like Afterlife World or something. Oh, yeah, so the lady says you gotta do something creepy. So the guy sticks his hand into his face and then sticks it to his mouth. Whoa! He looked really creepy, dude.
Yeah, that's like mortifying.
Especially since I couldn't see his eyes. I don't know what I freaked me out the most.
Like an alien creepy.
Yeah, man, this movie's off the hook.
Welcome to our ASMR for Halloween.
ASMR.
That's
I don't think we survived that crash. And she goes, how did you guess? What do you think happened? He
died, boy.
He's missing body parts or something.
Oh yeah, this is where Lydia meets Beetlejuice. Oh, buddy.
Oh, I think so.
Let's assume his revenge got him.
Oh yeah.
So now Beetlejuice is like hanging out. And I guess he was done partying at the strip club.
Yes. That sounds supposed to be metal chain striking, but it sounds like potato chips.
Yeah, we did that last time.
Hi, how are you?
Beetle.
Oh, there's this doghouse.
That's the scariest thing in the world. So now they're talking to each other with their weird, elongated faces and jaws with eyes and mouths and eyes on fingertips, and it's freaking me out, man.
How many teeth she's got.
Oh, gross. Practical effects.
That's the way Alec Baldwin looks like now.
Especially when he's Boss Baby.
Yeah. It's what? Oh, Boss Baby. Oh, yeah, so Beetlejuice is trying to get Lydia to say, or Lydia is the Winona Ryder, to say it, but then he follows him. He's like, just say it.
Do it.
It's like, say my name.
Say my name. Just say it. Just say it.
You can do it. ASMR.
She's like, I want to be dead too. ASMR. So anyway, they figure, they'll realize is that he can use the book to exorcise them. And that's how they're going to get people to realize that they're real, because he's got the book. And then this one chick's like, oh my God. Oh my God. So they do a seance, but with the actual, like, Book of the Dead. So Odo reads the book and everything turns green. And then they do the sounds, they come through the clothes, but they're like aging really fast. And they're like dying. It's really creepy. It's actually almost creepier than like that face that they made earlier that they weren't able to use. And then oh man, I know it's just a keying effect, but it's like creepy because you know he's about to be tortured.
That's so weird.
What are you doing? Like paying your bills over there?
I'm making my screen green. So that way I also have green in front of me.
So they're actually like dying, right? Like they said, it's death for the dead when you get exercised. But so they're like aging really bad. And here's the thing, she's turning old. She's turning into dirt. And they're like falling to pieces. And it's so weird. It's such a weird visual. And I remember like the guy's like, stop, like they're dying. And she's like, they can't die, they're already dead. And he's like, not true, look at that. They're like freaking dying, man. Look at her.
It's the worst. And some practical effects are just terrifying.
Yeah, man, you gotta see this movie. It's like one of the movies you really gotta see.
Yeah,
Like,
if you haven't seen it since childhood, watch it as an adult.
yeah, like, it's really creepy.
Become a staple.
And the effects actually like hold up really well.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
There's no, you can't.
There's no CGI. Well, there is, but it's very practical.
There is no CGI as far as I can tell. Just like regular film effects. But anyway, Beetlejuice shows up in his trademark green suit, and then he's like, yeah, I can save them, but you have to marry me. And then like she's like, okay, but like you have to make sure you can save them.
Yeah. That's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice say his name 3 times, but she does it in like a good way. And then, yeah, they gotta get married because he's the most eligible bachelor. And then there's a cameo here. You know who it is, right? Here, I have no idea.
Beetlejuice. 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 It's showtime.
So now they're all dying, but then like the model comes apart and Beetlejuice comes out like full size. And if you look at the top of his head, you see Jack Skellington.
No way.
Yeah, look, like 10 years before Jack Skellington existed. Like,
Let's see.
There's serious.
No way.
Yeah, wait, Jack Skellington. And so the Jack Skellington like characters were all down there too. So
This is
anyway,
fantastic.
he comes out, but he's like an amusement park guy.
Yeah.
So he comes
doing things.
He's got these creepy arm things, and they come and they slide out like this.
Yeah, look at me. I'm an amusement park, and I can do crazy things. Step right up. Here we come. Yeah, I'm Beetlejuice, played by Michael Keaton expertly. Look.
Shazam!
Then he does this test your might thing, and he like murders this couple.
Yeah, right through the floor.
I'm surprised they didn't through the ceiling.
Well, it's a floor depending which side you're standing on.
No, I'm pretty sure they like, I don't know. But I like it how he saves them. He just kind of like snaps his fingers, and they like. But he did save their lives, so I don't know.
Is he a bad guy? Or just bad guy?
But he's smoking, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Bad guy's always smoking.
But look, he helps them. He does this like thing, and he's like, whoop, and then they're okay. Whoa. Okay, this part also freaked me out. Like, so he jumps on Otho's back, and he's like, "That's a fast guy." And then he tries to run away, and the guy's like, "Hey," and then watches. He like shoots him, and he turns his clothes turn white.
Jump in.
And he starts crying. Like, what happened here?
He dressed him in white after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mom.
Mom, Dad, I just want you guys to know that you're welcome at home anytime. Okay? Because I'm going to marry your daughter. Okay, so here we go.
In the meantime,
Dowry's on me.
He gets some snakes.
Dowry's on me. So we took care of the Maitlands. Everybody seems to be back to normal, I think.
So now he's ready to marry. He's wearing like the 70s like suit.
prom suit.
Yeah, a prom suit.
He looks like Dumb and Dumber.
I know. And then like one of the writers wearing like a red wedding dress, and these guys are still the Maitlands are still falling apart. It's so creepy. He's like falling apart, and then his wife puts his thing back on.
His jaw.
And he goes, "We need a
Put
witness."
his jaw back on.
So then these things come to life.
The art that was brought into the house is coming to life very, very grotesquely. It looks like a heart with arms scrolling across. Alright, that's enough of that.
So it's grabbing them and holding them together, and it's like going around them. It's it's like the world's worst art, and it's like coming to life. And then the fireplace turns into an altar, but it's like a spooky altar with this nice,
Super scary goblin looking.
yeah, this
freaking
goblin alien looking priest.
Do you Beatles? Don't say my name. Don't say the B word. Do you take this woman to be your wedded wife?
It's like the beginning to Doctor Who. He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Do you take this man?
Okay, and then she uses his voice, and then she's like, yeah, I take Beetlejuice to be my lawfully wedded wife. I'm the idiot, and you ask me, I'm answering. Yes, I love him. He's a man. Okay, go on, go. Okay, and then they try to say Beetlejuice, and then Beetlejuice kicks out his teeth, and he's got no teeth, and then he starts doing this funky dance. Teeth, anything but teeth. Yeah, I guess he can't talk anymore because he's got no teeth, right? Yep. So then he sends him to the
Take a hike, hippie.
Yeah, he sends him to the what's it called?
To his model.
To his model. Where he's got to fix his car, and then now Gina Davis is trying to say Beetlejuice, and then he shoots her with a zipper. Yep, in the mouth.
She opens her mouth. Oh, like, come on, Beetlejuice. Oh, gee.
metal slab there, and she can't say it anymore. So now Beetlejuice has all these powers.
Just throw stuff around. And now we have
Now we have Adam. Alec Baldwin.
he's getting into his little tiny model pickup truck, and he is trying to get to Beetlejuice. Oh no.
Now Gina Davis is trapped in the sandworm world.
She's been banished.
Yeah. But somehow she's able to control the sandworms. So now Alec Baldwin has the car, and then Beetlejuice finds his ex-wife's finger with the wedding ring still on it, and he's gonna put on Lydia to finally marry her. And then the tiny model car is coming, and it's gonna come and save Lydia. It's driving so fast. Yeah. And then that spooky alien guy is like, do you take this woman?
Little model car exploded on Beetlejuice's
And then the sandworm comes.
It's Beetlejuice.
It's Beetlejuice. And this part freaked me out because that guy's still there.
He's like, Seymour.
That dude just like, hey guys. But he just explodes and disappears. See, everyone's freaked out. But he seems nice though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He seems like the nice
dead thing.
for a dead thing. He seems pretty nice. Just disappears. So then the movie ends, or then there's an epilogue where now she's going to M. Night Shyamalan School for Girls.
Yeah. Inside the town.
Dude, I'm photoshopping that so hard.
So now the Maitlands. The Maitlands are some of our best friends. And now they're even the parents.
Yeah, they all live together. And now
Yeah.
the person
in
who
the
wrote,
attic.
whoever wrote the handbook has a new edition. It says "Living with the Dead" or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And now they ask her, did you study for your test? And she's like, always, bitches.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. No, yeah, she got an A on the science test. So their present for getting the A on the science test was they were gonna possess her and make her fly, and then get jiggy with it to some song.
Yeah. And now she's like, yes, because I did so good. I got to do. Dun 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 dun. Oh no, I believe you. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Jump in the line.
Shh, you're getting a little too close there with that. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, they get Mumbai. But then they cut. So yeah, that's how they when she gets the A in the science test, he's dancing. So Beetlejuice in the waiting room with the sawed in half with Magician's Apprentice.
And he's a creep, so he's trying to touch her leg and stuff.
Yeah.
And she whacks him.
With her other half of her body, and she gets stuck next to the witch doctor and the shrunken head dude.
Right between them.
Yeah, right between them. And then the little guy's can't talk because his mouth is sewn shut.
And then Beetlejuice is just trying to get closer in line.
That's my favorite scene. Yeah, he's got this crazy long numbers,
numbers
9 billion something, and it's 3.
It's 9 quintillion or something crazy.
Yeah, and then the witch doctor's number is 4, and then he's like, "Hey, is that your work?"
Pardon me, did you do that? Very nice work. Let me ask you something.
Hey, there goes Elvis. Yo,
He switches the
He
numbers.
doesn't even just grab the number. He grabs it and throws his whole number sheet on top of the guy's head.
looks like I'm next. Yeah, because I got a photo shoot with JQ in a couple of minutes, and between you and me, I got this lady. It's like, whoa.
No. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Messing with my hair. Come on. Wow. Stop it.
Hey, this is gonna be a good look for me.
Anyway, yeah.
So now we jump in the line.
Yeah, they're doing the song, and then the dead football players show up and start getting jiggy with her too.
Yep. Everybody's dancing that same song,
Yeah,
that everybody knows.
because
We'll get copyrighted for it.
it's in the movie. So yeah, that's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, so it's a cool movie. I recommend you see it. Definitely A+.
Give it an A+.
Double A+. That's the way we.
That's the first A++ ever for a show.
T2 though. Gotta be an A++ also, right?
Yeah.
Every ASMR we do is a
A++ movie.
A++ movie. So definitely see that. If they ever made a sequel, I want them to pick up
Exactly where it left off.
with Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice or whatever. And
Our set's about to crash.
yeah, just give me a second. But anyway, I'm your host Mark Robocop. This has been our Beetlejuice ASMR. And our Naval Pineda. The other guy who's 1/3 of the crew. gruesome twosome.
Yeah.
There may not be a gruesome twosome anymore, though. We don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah, if he gets out of hamburger jail. By the way, we will catch you next time.